The Little Mermaid, Arielle's Adventure. The brave little mermaid who found her voice, once upon a time, deep beneath the sparkling, turquoise sea, lived a young mermaid named Arielle. She was the youngest daughter of the Sea King and had long, flowing hair the color of sunlight on water. Her sparkling blue eyes reflected the wonders of the ocean, and her voice was more enchanting than the softest melody the waves could sing. Though Arielle loved her ocean home, she often gazed up toward the surface, dreaming of what lay beyond the waves. She was curious about the mysterious human world and longed to explore the land where humans lived. The other mermaids often giggled at her strange fascination, but Arielle's heart yearned for something more, something magical. One bright, breezy day, Arielle swam near the surface and heard the distant sounds of music and laughter. Her heart skipped a beat as she peeked above the water and saw a magnificent ship sailing across the ocean. The ship was adorned with colorful flags, and on its deck stood a handsome prince named Eric, celebrating his birthday with his friends. Arielle's curiosity turned to awe as she watched Prince Eric laugh and dance with joy. But just as she marveled at the scene, dark clouds gathered, and a terrible storm erupted. The waves crashed violently, and the ship was tossed by the raging sea. Arielle's heart raced. She knew she had to do something. With a brave heart, she swam toward the ship, her mind set on saving the prince. As the ship capsized and its crew struggled to stay afloat, Arielle saw Prince Eric thrown into the tumultuous waves. Without hesitation, she dove deeper, swimming with all her strength. She found the prince, unconscious and sinking fast. Using her magical voice, she calmed the storm and gently guided the prince to safety on the sandy shore. Arielle lingered beside him as the sun broke through the clouds. She sang softly, a melody filled with warmth and hope, and Prince Eric stirred. He heard her voice and caught a glimpse of her golden hair, but before he could see her clearly, she disappeared back into the sea, her heart heavy with longing. From that day on, Prince Eric couldn't stop thinking about the girl with the beautiful voice who had saved him. He searched the shores, hoping to find her again, but Arielle remained hidden beneath the waves, watching him from afar. Arielle's heart ached with a deep longing to be part of the human world and to be with Prince Eric. She dreamed of walking on land, exploring the wonders above, and maybe even dancing with him under the stars. Determined to make her dream come true, she sought out the help of the Sea Witch, who was known for her dark magic. The Sea Witch, sly and clever, offered Arielle a deal. "I can give you legs to walk on land," she said with a wicked smile, "but in exchange, you must give me your beautiful voice." Arielle hesitated, knowing her voice was one of her greatest gifts. But her love for Prince Eric and her yearning for adventure was too strong. "I accept," she said softly. With a wave of her hand, the Sea Witch cast a spell, and in a whirl of sea foam and magic, Arielle's tail transformed into legs. With a final look at her ocean home, Arielle swam to the surface and stepped onto the sandy shore. She was human at last. But as promised, her voice was gone. Though she couldn't speak, she quickly adapted to her new life on land. She marveled at the feel of grass beneath her feet, the warmth of the sun on her skin, and the sweet scents of the flowers in the gardens. When Prince Eric found her, he was instantly drawn to her kind smile and gentle nature, though he didn't realize she was the one who had saved him. Together, they explored the kingdom, spending days by the shore and laughing at the simple wonders of the human world. Though Arielle couldn't speak, she communicated through gestures and smiles, and the prince found himself falling in love with her, even without words. But Arielle missed her voice. She missed singing and expressing her feelings through the songs of the sea. Days turned into weeks, and though she and Prince Eric grew closer, she longed for the day when she could tell him who she truly was. Still, she knew now that her voice wasn't what made her special. It was her kindness, her bravery, and her love for others. One sunny afternoon, as they walked along the shore, something incredible happened. The Sea Witch's spell was suddenly broken, and Arielle's voice returned with all its beauty and power. Overcome with joy, she began to sing. Prince Eric listened in amazement, realizing at once that this was the voice of the girl who had saved him from the storm. "It was you all along," Prince Eric exclaimed, his heart full of love. Arielle nodded, tears of happiness in her eyes, and the two embraced. The sea and the land seemed to rejoice with them, the waves crashing joyfully against the shore. Arielle had found her place, not just in the human world, but in the prince's heart. The ocean had always been her home, but now, so was the land. She had discovered that her true strength came not from magic, but from her courage and her love for others. And so, Arielle became a princess of both the sea and the land, living happily with Prince Eric. They celebrated their love with the creatures of the sea and the people of the kingdom, knowing that together, they could face any challenge. The end.